After the successful launch of branches in Lisbon and 5 key cities across North America, Time Out Market made its Middle East debut in Dubai in 2021. I met with General Manager Sandy Hayek to find out how the first year of business is going for the culture-focused food hall in Souk Al Baha. Sandy Hayek, congratulations on the successful launch of Time Out Market Dubai. Can you tell me what the concept is and what makes it so unique in Dubai?
Time Out Market Dubai is the UAE's largest food hall. We have a space of 43,000 square foot, and we basically brought together all the best chefs and homegrown concepts, and we have them all in one place under one roof. It is also a cultural hub, so we have a lot of exciting things going on in the pipeline, and it has just been a great 2 months of opening.
Getting a concession in here must be like winning the F&B lottery. There are 17 food outlets and 3 bars. How did you select the brands to come in with Time Out Market Dubai?
There is definitely a criteria for the brands to come in here, and it is based on invitation only. So the way the curation is done is obviously looking into different categories that would complement each other. So we have everything from, the categories would be obviously Chinese, Italian, Japanese, we have British kitchen, we have pizza, burgers, so some of them are pickle burger. We have Reef that has his Japanese kitchen. We have Folly Workshop by Nick and Scott, Long Tang, our lovely little dumpling Chinese category, and then we have a vegan kitchen as well, Little Earth. We have Fulvio's, so the head chef from Il Burro that has the pastas, risottos, Pitfire pizza, and desserts and ice cream from Scoopy. So there's a lot of options.
So the first Time Out Market opened in Lisbon in 2014, and by 2019 it had 4 million visitors going every year. What are the estimated numbers for the Time Out Market Dubai?
We can definitely say that we've completely outperformed the performance since the opening. We have been trying to accommodate of course, how well received we have been, and also trying to make sure that we control the crowd that have been coming in here. So it's been completely beyond expectations.
And how many covers are there at maximum capacity?
At full capacity, we're around 700 seats indoor, about 80 seats outdoor on a terrace, and at the moment it is on a 70% capacity, of course, but once we are fully up and running, that's what we're going to be able to accommodate.
And what marketing strategies do you plan to use to fill those 700 plus seats?
Well, we're in a situation where we actually need to hold back on the activations that we have in the pipeline, that we have planned. So because we are this cultural hub as well, we have a lot of partnership going on. We definitely have collaborations with artists, stand-up comedy series coming up. We're collaborating with local artists, both for music, live music, but also for arts, with different destinations in Dubai that we do want to expose and want to be a partner with. So all of these activations coming up for the rest of the year, we've kind of hold back a bit to make sure that we just get into a routine and make sure that we are at full capacity before we gradually start to introduce all of that.
Now, this isn't your first multi-brand F&B outlet. You've worked at De Pachica Food Hall and also a food district on Palm Jumeirah. Can you tell me what the challenges are in running a multi-brand outlet like this?
The main challenge is definitely the level of operators that you have. So, I mean, everyone works differently, everyone have their own rules, their own cultures, their own teams, their own routines, and somehow you need to level that, and you need to get everyone up to a certain standard to make sure that we are representing one destination, and our main objective is our guest that walks in and is well received in the same way, depending on whoever is serving them. So that has always been the challenge throughout the 3 concepts, and it always, it takes a couple of months, couple of weeks to stick to the house rules, and then you iron things out as you go along.
And what about staff? How do you find, hire, motivate and keep good staff in the UAE?
Well, I guess we all know that finding is probably the hardest part. With the amount of restaurants, the amount of options, it's very difficult to find the right staff, first of all. And I think that what I look for is just to make sure that they have a genuine passion for this profession, understanding that this is not a short-term thing, this is something they want to do in the longer run. And once you have that right character on board that has a genuine interest in hospitality and the right mindset, the right energy approach, then it's all about making sure that you have a fundamental structure in place, that there is a welfare structure in place, everything is transparent, that you make sure that you follow policies, procedures and expectations. Because if you bring someone on that really has the interest, you're going to make sure that you meet that interest by growing them, by teaching them, by letting them shine. And I think that that's the main priority, to kind of keep them. But saying that, loyalty is not that easy in this part of town, so you tend to lose them off track. Yeah. But I've gone through situations where you might do lose them, but at some point those that knows the grass is not always green on the other side tends to find their way back. And sometimes they actually have more experience to bring on board once they do come back. So it's a constant challenge, that's for sure.
So what advice would you give to anyone who wants to open a restaurant in Dubai?
To always make sure that you have a purpose. I keep saying that repeatedly. It's all about that purpose. Do not set up a business out of the wrong reasons, because it's easy to fall off track. And especially with the growth that we have around here, it's very easy to enter into a marketing strategy or another business strategy that doesn't really fit what you were supposed to represent. So I think that if you're ready to enter your own business, just make sure it has a purpose, whether it is the offering or it is that specific USP that belongs to it, and then just stick to it, because that's what will make you survive the tough times.
And finally, what can we expect from Time Out Market Dubai in 2021?
We do have, as I mentioned, a lot of things in the pipeline. We can't wait to welcome the artists that we're looking forward to collaborate with, to showcase their art, to have that stand-up comedy, and a lot of collaborations also with the hotels around downtown once the tourists are back in, once we can welcome them back in, to expose our amazing local vendors and to show how good we are at food and how good we are at culture and represent that as Dubai.
I am looking forward to that. Sandy Hayek, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you very much.